my pockets have pencils in them.
I really don't mind taking my chemistry textbook home because I'd like to read it on my off time.
Guys, I got a new pocket protector.
Oh, but what about my pencil pockets?
It's I love your pencil pockets.
That's an inferior brand.
Wait a minute, my voice became oh no, I'm being beaten up by Matt Zombo again.
He could smell the Magic the Gathering cards in my pocket.
My middle school bully's back. And there's gonna be some trouble. Punch.
Don't take my Pokemon card out of the sleeve.
Okay. All right.
We're just doing Daniel now.
Look, listen, we're joking. Things got a little too real. I think we talked about middle school bully Matt Zombo in a couple weeks ago.
We conjured him. We're possessed by the spirit.
I've got another embarrassing story about how much of a dork I was. So this was middle school again. Do you remember, again, me and Beto went to the same middle school. You remember, we're just saying, man, we're opening ourselves up to a lot of lawsuits.
No.
Do you remember Paul Bosta?
Of course.
Okay, so Paul Bosta.
Basta.
I used to go to Toys R Us to play in the Pokemon League with the Pokemon cards.
He was 22.
We both went there.
But I don't remember.
You only took me like once.
Oh, we went together?
Yeah, dude. We went once, and we rated the badges.
Oh, I do remember that. Yeah, because I do have a lot of badges. And some people say we don't need these stinking badges, but that's not what Brock says. That's one of the gym leaders.
That's cool.
Greg.
That's funny. I bet that's funny.
So one time Paul Bosta walked into Toys R Us, which, loser... and he saw me playing Pokemon cards. And then that Monday in class, I was, of course, towards the front of the classroom, and he was way in the back, and he purposely, like, sotto voce, hey, what were you doing playing Pokemon cards at Toys R Us on Saturday? Having fun, Paul Bosta.
Yeah, living my life.
You know what I saw Paul Bosta do once? Eat dog food out of a trash can for $5.
Wow.
Is that cool?
Damn, got him. He only walked in there to play Pokemon cards.
I know.
And then he saw you.
me.
Yeah.
And he got scared because I had an abracadabra, which is the coolest Pokemon there is. All right, so the trauma
continues on.
You know, like, I'm not a jock, but hearing that story, I'm like, I would have bullied you. I would have probably said something mean and snide.
You and the rest
didn't
of
Pokemon?
I didn't Pokemon. I was too old for it.
He's a little older than us. Greg's like 90.
Yeah, I played Jax. You do have to catch those all, though.
Yeah.
I get what you guys went
Or
through.
else you lose.
Yeah.
Got to catch them all, or else they go into the street and then cars run over them.
I collected World War II trading cards. Dog tags. Fallen soldiers.
Greg collected the ears of Nazis that he severed in Berlin.
Truman said you do have to catch these all. Roosevelt said.
Truman.
Whichever one, I don't know.
Well, look, that's enough of the dorky things we did when we were in the 40s. Now, welcome in to the Candy Review Podcast. Candy is Dandy. This is Daniel Zaffron. He's pretty cool.
And Beto Sistos, he loves Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! What's up? Bring it.
Okay,
Fight me, bro.
That's almost like two batteries of the same connection. Like, that's too dorky.
That's too dorky.
It's two things and I dare say you are and were pretty cool. So maybe there's something to that. There was so much dorkiness inside of you that it just like bounced off of each other.
You absorbed it and you shot it out a different thing. Yeah. You're just so confident about the nerdiness.
He also likes computers.
You have to just embrace it, man.
Yeah, you just
got to embrace it.
He's a cool guy.
He is a cool guy. You know what else is pretty cool? Not showering. I think that's pretty cool. So I guess
not washing my junk.
So I guess you could say that I'm Miles Davis, as they said. As a wise woman once said. So,
who are you?
Who are you?
Oh yeah, who am I? I'm Greg Gonzalez. Greg, I've been watching Jim Jarmusch movies since I was 15. Gonzalez. That's a different kind of nerd.
It's a different kind of. That's like a ne'er-do-well kind of.
You think so?
A little bit. That's more like the kid in the 80s movies in the trench coat. We're the ones with the glasses. You have a trench coat.
I have a yeah. I'm Booger in Revenge of the Nerds. I don't have glasses, but I am filthy.
Speaking of nerds, we're not ready to talk about nerds yet, but we are ready to talk about the top of the show.
Top of the show. Top of the show to you, gentlemen. The wolf in here.
Now, is a leprechaun the nerd of Ireland?
He's the nerd of like cryptids.
He's so loaded.
He's got a little hat.
He's so loaded, though. Come on.
It's
There's
true.
no way he's a nerd.
You know, he's the cousin to the Monopoly guy. They're cousins.
Yeah, his part of the family came to America.
Yeah.
Made it big.
They rode SS capitalism across the Atlantic.
It was the great marshmallow family.
The marshmallow famine.
Yeah, I would say he is loaded, but they say like, oh, the nerdy guys are the ones who end up really rich later on. I'm waiting. Yet to happen. All right, so this is a big top of the show because we have
huge.
It
Huge.
is a huge top of the show.
It's an iceberg.
We have an update on Crunchy. Many aspects of
we have
Crunchy
to?
we have an update to.
We have to eat a whole bar while we
Yeah.
listen to this.
That's our punishment.
This
Yeah.
just in. It's actually good.
I changed my mind, guys.
Okay, before we even get into that, first we have to dress down Greg.
Okay,
because
Oh, yes, please.
Wow, yes.
Violet
I've been working
Crumble.
out.
Greg said that Crunchy or Violet Crumble was the knockoff of Crunchy.
Mm-hmm.
Crunchy came out in 1929.
Okay.
Violet Crumble came out in 1913.
Wow.
So Violet Crumble is the original. But it's weird because I was looking into it for the hit viral autopsy video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where I pronounced it Crunch High just to get the clicks.
Yeah, just to get people to yell at me.
And I had a picture of Dark Brandon in the background for the algorithm. But I saw the same thing you saw that said that it was vice versa.
Yeah.
But then the official website of Cadbury, I think they even say like, we stole Violet Crumble.
Wow.
They changed it after I did research.
Yeah.
Except the one guy, the one
Yeah.
truth teller that's still out
What's
there.
the Hitchcock movie that's that? Lady Vanishes. They lady vanished me.
Yeah, it's the birds.
It's the
You're
birds.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they birded
Bird,
you. Revenge of the Birds.
Is the birds not the Revenge of the Birds?
It is. I mean, well, we didn't do anything to them. Well, we do the
Oh,
birds.
polluting the sky?
Big deal.
Oh.
It affects us too. We gave them breadcrumbs. So there's other updates. So apparently there was a strong backlash
Yeah.
to our opinions on Crunchy.
Oh, yeah. They can't handle it? They're too weak?
They,
So everyone's wrong, huh? That's crazy.
A little dissent and they crumble?
well, first they crumble and then they get really gooey, like stuck in your teeth. People were downright furious that we didn't like apparently we are the only 3 people in the world who don't like Crunchy. Even Melissa,
What?
Melissa, the woman who I gave my hand to
Yeah.
in marriage.
This is a body snatcher thing.
What? Yeah.
She has loved and continues to love Crunchy and Violet Crumble. Okay, so here was a lot of people's sort of like, oh, well, you must have had an expired one. It wasn't good.
Oh, you must have not been hitting the head really hard as a child.
You must have been raised with not good candy like we were. People kept saying like, oh, check the expiration date. I checked it. It was well within, it was perfect. And here, like, if the qualifier for a candy to be good, like a mass-produced candy, is that like, oh, you got to get it when it's really fresh,
Yeah.
like standing with your mouth agape at the end of a factory line, like then maybe it's not a good candy.
Yeah.
If it needs to be like, oh, this was just made an hour ago. If it's meant to be sitting on a shelf before you buy it,
There's no
Totally.
candy that should be like the bread at Vaughn's.
the finest bread
The finest
maker.
bread, yeah.
You know, like nothing's as good as the bread in the dumpster behind the 99-cent store. Granted.
R.I.P. 99 cents.
Yeah, I know.
All right. How about this?
99 tears.
We do a quick fun size like many months from now where we retry Crunchy.
Okay.
But we had it in its...
Just to appease
Yeah.
the naysayers.
I'm okay with this.
But what if it's double? But it might be like Beto's nerd on nerd situation.
Oh, right.
We hate it twice and then they're like, you guys are cool.
Yeah. Oh, wow. They really, they
Yeah.
meant it. They weren't just wrong
They
one
stuck
time.
to their guns
Yeah.
and I respect that.
Yeah. They have integrity,
Yeah.
which is a new candy.
Just a little food for thought.
Okay.
I really wonder because like it feels weird to have, because we didn't just not like it. We actively hated
Yeah.
it. Like
And
it was bad.
We had 3 different bars. It's not like we split
Oh,
the
you're
same
right.
bar.
Right. But they were from the same batch, you know. It's not
Okay,
like
all right.
I bought mine yesterday. I bought mine. Like
All
it
right.
was, they were all good. Like this is how they were meant to be eaten.
Well, we have to dispel there it came from a
Yeah.
bad batch.
Right. We got to
myth.
go to the Crunchy factory and burn it down.
I was re-listening to the Crunchy episode, or I guess I was listening to it, and I was saying like,
Well, you lived it the first
I lived it, yeah. I blacked out. It was so traumatic. But that it needed a third thing, and I was thinking about like,
Flavor.
It needed, I don't know, to be a candy that was edible. It needed to be more than just like a chalkboard eraser. But the cornflakes in the Crunchy Rocks were my favorite thing.
Oh,
So
yeah.
why don't they just like add cornflakes to the normal bar?
But people love that honeycombed toffee. Like that's what they like. And that's just like, that's not something we grew up with.
Yeah.
So maybe if we grew up in like, hello,
Yeah.
the land of hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite color is yellow.
I've got to go clean these chimneys because they're filled with crunchies. If that's how we grew up,
Yeah.
we would like it. But it just was such an unpleasant texture and taste. It just
Yeah.
wasn't good.
Mm-hmm.
And here we are going off on it again, and people are going to get upset again.
Crunchy Rocks were very good though, and I went back and bought more.
Yeah, they were good.
They were good.
And I feel like people neglect to notice that
You know
fact
what?
that
Hey.
we enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Why are they focusing on the negative?
Yeah.
We did. Hitler built the Autobahn.
Oh my god. Here we go. Every episode we mention the Autobahn, by the way.
We're sponsored by
We're sponsored by the we adopted an Autobahn.
This episode can go as fast as you want it to, or as slow as you want it to. Well, let's move on to the next thing, which is a beloved, cherished segment called Candy News.
Hello.
Oh, here we go.
boy,
Who's this?
Harold Gummy Worms are here.
Wait a minute. Your
New
name
intern.
is Harold Gummyworm the Third?
Gummy Worms are. I've compiled the candy news for you as instructed.
But wait, are you the third, or did I mishear that?
No, I'm just the first.
Do you have a nose? Is that what's happening?
Anatomically speaking, yes,
So
I do.
you're not like a Voldemort doll.
Is it like
Yes.
allergy season's pretty tough on you?
Out. There's a season. It doesn't stop. Oh man. I've included some humorous quips that have, though heavily subjective, can be classified as funny. I did it for you.
You have such a reputation with our interns.
You know, I seem to attract a really cool group
Yeah.
of people
Yeah.
to my oeuvre. They like what I do. They always want to help.
You know, you get a lot of trash, Daniel, but laughter is just a social construct, okay? It's not that important.
Sometimes the laughing the hardest is the kind that happens in your mind.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it's true. Sometimes I laugh the hardest when I'm not laughing.
Do you need an inhaler?
Yeah, I'm kind of worried.
I'm not sharing mine.
Yeah, I just texted 911. They haven't got back to
Paul
me yet.
Bosta still has my inhaler.
Tell me about it.
Wait, have you ever been to Toys R Us on a Saturday morning?
Yeah, I usually lose at Pokemon.
Yeah, I thought I knew you. Because, as I said, I have an abracadabra.
Rest assured, all the information has been thoroughly fact-checked for accuracy
Take note, Greg.
and corroborated with credible sources.
Wow,
Oh, those are the funniest
professionals
sources.
here. A professional
Please
intern.
enjoy. Now, if you'll excuse me, my mom's waiting outside in her minivan.
That's pretty cool.
We're going to Sizzler.
Hi, you know what?
Goodbye.
I will not. Wait a minute. So, I see. You inserted them into my. Or do you have some that you're about to read for me?
It's already prepared for you.
Wow, this is a good intern. We
Wait a
could
minute.
keep him.
My Dorkatron is activating, and it's changing my cool guy lines into some sort of dorky puns. Well, I guess I have to read it.
You're gonna have to read it.
I was about to do my Andrew Dice Clay impression to start this one, but I guess I'll have to go to. Wait a minute, something's in my throat.
Oh no! Hey, are you okay?
Daniel, you all right?
Oh, Daniel!
No!
Oh no! Did you stand within 3 feet of the new intern?
Yeah, I think I'm allergic to him. Okay, I EpiPenned myself. And it was it was an EpiPen with sunglasses. It was my leather EpiPen.
Yeah, it had,
So it was
had a
injected
little denim jacket on.
cool into me. So this one's called Add S'more Water.
When's the real one?
It's gone, lost to time.
Lost to time.
It's lost to time, much like its virginity. So this one, cup noodles. Makers of what I learned in writing this isn't called cup o noodles.
What?
The cup of noodles.
Yeah,
Cup
I
of
know what you're
noodles.
talking.
Cup noodles. They're just called.
No, it's Irish.
Cup of the noodles.
Couple of the noodles to it, yeah.
Did you know it's just called cup noodles?
There's no cuppa or o or
It's just cup noodles.
it's just cup
Noodles.
noodles.
Cup noodles.
Okay.
Not cupped noodles?
I mean, he checked it for accuracy.
Yeah, it's
so-
true. It is true.
I didn't write this. Remember,
Yeah.
don't. Hey,
Okay,
there's a guy. There's a guy eating a tuna sandwich in his mom's car outside that you can bring it up with.
He
But
made it 4 days ago.
he doesn't have much time. He has to work on his character, who's a paladin. So, cup noodles, they just add boiling water to a styrofoam cup to make ramen, is making their first foray into desserts by releasing cup noodles campfire s'mores.
What?
Whoa.
It will still be
Boil water? And
well, yeah, it's still going to be a cup of freeze-dried noodles, but the packet you put on it contains a sauce made of chocolate, marshmallows, and graham crackers with some mini marshmallows to sprinkle on top. You do still add the water. So s'mores, is that candy?
Whoa, this is noodles still?
It's still noodles. That tastes like s'mores.
Oh, no.
I look forward to being disappointed by another s'mores, not s'mores.
Yeah.
What did you
Product.
think? I mean, I thought the same thing, but what did you think
I
it
thought it
was?
was going to be like cake in a cup.
Yeah, I kind of
not
thought that
trademark.
too.
We invented cake in a
I
cup.
know, we did, but then someone stole it.
You know, like all the other people who invented it before us stole it. And we did it on accident because we were trying to microwave chocolate or something
Yeah.
and it turned into a brownie in a cup.
What was it called?
Cake in a cup.
Okay, I think I have a
Oh,
streamlined
no, no.
way to
Wait a minute.
call
It was just
that.
called cake cup.
Cake cup.
You guys have heard of cupcakes, though, right? You guys have heard of that?
No, but it's literally in a cup.
It's called
Yeah.
cupcake, not cup noodles. There's a joke there.
Cupcake.
I don't see the
Cupcake.
joke. That one hasn't been vetted. And,
Run it by the intern.
yeah, that wasn't.
He's peeing with his pants all the way down.
I'm in line at Sizzler. I can't help
Okay.
you right now.
Since when is Sizzler dorky? You can get all the M&Ms you want. Unlimited chicken tenders.
Daniel, you're revealing too much right now.
Yeah.
Daniel, you're leaning into it.
Yikes.
Yikes.
Every
Oh,
time
boy.
I would go to the Toys R Us on Saturday, my mom would drive me to Sizzler after. So, chocolate and marshmallow are candy. So I guess the s'more is kind of candy.
It's candy adjacent. I think of it more as a snack.
This full debate will be saved for
Yeah.
something else. But this is their first dessert ramen, but they've been branching into more seasonal offerings like pumpkin spice ramen, everything bagel with cream cheese ramen,
Okay.
and a breakfast mix. They want to show people that when sugar's on a ramen, you could eat ramen anytime. This is a limited edition treat that is being sold exclusively at Walmart,
Whoa.
where it won't even be the most disturbing combination of flavors being bought that day.
Wow.
Yeah, look at
I
that.
also think that it might not be cup noodle, but there's a company that makes ramen that's also doing like a gamer ramen.
What?
With
What does that mean?
caffeine in it.
It has like
Oh my
tuna sandwich
God.
and allergies all over
It's like
it.
a Four Locos noodles.
That's
So you
disgusting.
can have a late night snack and get buzzed.
Never has that ever been done before.
No.
The crowd, the demographic, they're all wrong for it, but they'll like it.
So you can stay up even later to be tired for the no plans you have the next day.
Yeah.
Oh no, if I had a job, I'd be really exhausted.
If my mom knew I was down here, she'd be so angry.
That's been Candy News.
And that's been, hey.
Shut up, nerd. Oh no, he became Jabba the Hutt. He became everyone's favorite and the nerdiest Star Wars character.
Okay, let's run this down. Sits in a dark dungeon all
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
Listens to dorky music.
Has a hot girlfriend.
I was going to say he is kind of surrounded by hot
yeah,
babes.
by babes who are definitely want to be there.
Willing babes.
Willing babes.
hot babes.
He's
He's got a dragon in the sub
a
basement.
neglected pet.
Yeah.
That an even dorkier man than him. Man.
He's a man. What? Because he mourns his dead pet. He's not a man. How dare you?
The people who like him most are robots. Yeah, he's the biggest dork in Star Wars.
That's true. It's Jabba. and
Choked
then
to
it's-
death by a woman is the greatest thing to ever happen to him.
They don't.
Oh, yeah. Tell me about it.
They don't pan down
You see his tail going a little
like
bit.
a little dog.
Wouldn't fit in the frame.
You think you're watching his barge crash at the end? It's not.
Sarlacc pit meet Jabba's tail, am I right? Boba Fett where? Boba Fett wear nothing. So
I have a fet fetish.
So now we're done with dorks, and now it's time to move on to nerds. Because Beto, you have picked this candy.
Nerds. I picked nerds.
We haven't done an American candy in a little bit.
No, we've been lost in the sauce with.
I also don't know if this is an American candy.
The UK. It's from America.
Oh,
America.
The dorkiest country.
Yeah. God, we're so dorky about dragons and eagles and flags.
Yeah, dragon. The Great American Dragon.
Yeah, the Great American Dragon, which is the industry. Go ahead.
So, Beto, you are now going to tell us the history of these nerds.
Mm-hmm. Where do nerds come from? Yeah.
Good homes.
How do we stop them? Our story begins in the year 1971.
Wow.
The nerdiest
Sideburn.
year.
The most sideburn year out there.
A Chicago-based candy company named Breaker Confections licensed the Willy Wonka name so it could be used as a merchandising and advertising tie-in for the Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory movie.
Wow.
Wait a minute. So they licensed the name Willy Wonka from the Roald Dahl?
Correct.
Or Dead or Alive? I don't know at that time.
Yeah, you're coming with me.
Yeah. Speaking of Boba Fett, Dead or Alive, you're going to see Jabba's dong.
Yeah.
To capitalize on the movie that would be coming out in the summer of 1971.
Oh, wow.
So was this the first candy to do that? Because then Wonka became like its own brand, you know?
Correct. Yes, if I understand the question.
So like there wasn't a candy before this that was like Wonka.
Yeah, exactly. There was no by name Wonka candies yet
until
that had
nerds
existed in life.
So they were Wonka nerds. Were they Wonka nerds? Or
Yes.
They just nerds?
We'll get there.
Okay.
But yes.
I guess you could say if you're watching the movie, everyone in the world is a Wonka nerd. If you've seen the pandemonium that happens when he releases a golden ticket.
Yeah, Wonka Mania.
Wonkamania. They're all Wonka nerds.
So Breaker Confections manufactured candies taken directly from Roald Dahl's story, including Wonka chocolate bars and everlasting gobstoppers.
Okay, so it wasn't nerds that he started with. He was making these
No,
other
we don't
things.
have nerds yet.
Wait, how did he get the recipe from? Did Slugworth was Slugworth involved in this?
Did he stop him in a tunnel?
Yeah.
How did he crack the code? Because I know that Charlie did not give it away. A good deed did shine through that day.
All those other kids were shot and their gobstoppers were melted.
Yeah.
They
Yep.
can't be comcompromised.
You
There's no
lose,
secrets
sir.
going on. Yeah, you lose, sir.
sir. Now watch Jabba be choked to death.
Widescreen. No!
In 1980, Breaker Confections fully adopted its new identity and the company changed its name to Willy Wonka Brands.
God.
Wow.
Over the
Stolen
years,
identity.
Over the years, the Wonka brand created many other recognizable candies, such as Sweet Tarts, Runts, Bottle Caps, and Laffy Taffy.
Laffy Taffy.
In 1983, Willy Wonka created Nerds, a tiny lopsidedly shaped candy that came in a box with 2 different flavors. Each flavor was kept in separate compartments of the same box.
I wanted to break the border wall between them and
Oh,
let
and
them
just-
coexist,
yeah.
but you know,
That's not.
we're not ready for that
Yeah.
yet.
The world, especially in 1980. Something.
Yeah, we're not ready to live in harmony.
No, the Berlin Wall was still up, so we were all about division.
Well, each box does have a piece of the Berlin Wall in it.
Each box of Nerds was also branded with the Nerds mascot, a group of anthropomorphic blobs that seemed to be inspired by the Murphs, the Smurfs.
The Murphs.
The Murphs.
Smurfs.
They're-
It's a family that lives in Chicago.
Finally, we can combine my 2 favorite franchises, the Murphs and the Smurfs.
The Muffs and the Smurfs.
The
Snorkels.
The snorkels and the Smurfs.
Yeah.
The snorkels were the underwater
Or they
Smurfs.
Snorks.
I didn't know that.
The snorks or the snorkels?
I didn't even know that was a cartoon.
Snookles?
Yeah, it's a cartoon.
Did
It's a-
they exist in the universe of Smurfs, or was it?
No,
I think it was a knockoff.
It was a knockoff. They were underwater. They said snork. I think. Do you mind if I look at you?
And
Yeah,
it
yeah,
wasn't
look that up.
Papa Smurf. It was Big Poppy Snorkel.
So they were inspired by some odd configuration of Smurfs and boogers. I don't know.
Wait a minute. Is that fact?
That's just
They do
conjecture.
look like boogers.
They do look
and
like
they're
boogers.
kind of Smurfy, I guess. They're cute.
To me, they kind of reminded me of like Lemmings, but the video game came way after.
Right.
That was like in the 90s.
Hang on 1 second. Dork! Sorry, I had something in my throat.
And then people have also commented on how Yoshi-like they are.
They are
you're
Yoshi.
But
right.
that was 91.
They got little pot bellies, and it kind of grosses me out.
You know, speaking of Jabba the Hutt, they look a little bit like Salacious Crumb.
They do look like Salacious
So what did
Crumb.
you
Are they
discover?
snorks?
Snorks.
Just snorks.
They're snorks.
Okay.
And what does a snork look like? Let me see.
They look a little bit like the cartoon.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, safe search off Snork chokes out Smurf.
Yeah, see what you
Oh.
get.
Safe search Fauci.
And then get the largest images possible. Just save
Ask
everyone.
Dr. Fauci about this, okay?
Nerds are created with a unique manufacturing process that involves tumbling sugar crystals in a revolving drum.
Okay.
What are they exactly? They're just like sugar, right?
Yeah, you just tumble sugar by adding sugar, and then the homunculus grows.
Okay.
So it's almost like a Boston baked bean process, but without the bean.
No. This is my episode, and you will edit that out. Okay? Shh.
You're like spitting at church right now.
I know. Come on.
Come after me, Satan.
Yeah. What are you going to do about it? I'm a bad boy.
The tumbling results in the signature irregular shape and size of the candy. This process also gives the nerds their crunchy texture. After tumbling, each batch of nerds comes out white.
Whoa.
Food coloring is then added to coincide with the flavor. They are then finished off with a coating of carnauba wax to add glossiness.
Cool.
You know, the crunchy texture of a nerd is exactly what Matt Zombo liked most about me.
You know what's interesting? Much like the Berlin Wall, some nerds were able to get over. And they,
Safely.
Yeah.
And they have a story
And
to
they're in
tell.
there.
They must have had fake mustaches. that looks like a French mustache. You're free to go. You know, my dad, speaking of the Berlin Wall, my dad,
He helped build it.
my dad was very pro Berlin Wall. He was in, what was the one that we could go to? East.
We could go to the east.
We could go to East. So he was in the 70s, he was in East Berlin, but he was born in Germany, and he was at the border, might have been Checkpoint Charlie to like leave, and they stopped him and they started talking to him in German, and he still kind of remembered some German, but he pretended not to, and they let him go.
wow.
So they would have maybe kept my dad
Oh my God.
in West or whatever Berlin. They would have
That's
taken him to West
crazy.
Berlin.
Yeah. Yeah, because it was west part of Germany allied, but east part of Berlin allied. They flip-flopped, right? Am I correct
I
in
don't
that?
know. Actually, don't
It
know.
wasn't like sliced down the middle.
Where did the Snorks live in West Berlin and the Smurfs lived in East Berlin?
No one knows.
Lost to time.
Good riddance.
All right, where was I? The entire manufacturing process takes about 6 hours to complete. While the flavor lineup has changed over the years, the current lineup includes orange, which is orange, watermelon, green, cherry, red, lemonade, yellow, strawberry, pink, and grape, which is purple.
What's the difference between lemon and lemonade?
I guess it's more tart. I don't know.
It's
That's a
got
great
more
question.
sugar in it.
Yeah.
And it's wet.
Or
when
maybe
you
it's
bite
just
it.
lemon and they want to kind of feel special, so they call it lemonade.
So were grape and strawberry the original flavors? Because that's what tends to come in the box.
Yeah, grape strawberry and then watermelon cherry.
Okay.
Ooh.
That's a good combo.
We
Yeah.
have
Combo.
watermelon here?
We do. Our green is watermelon.
Of course.
And our red is cherry.
I like that they are misshapen.
Yeah, it's fun.
It is
And they
fun.
really lean into that with the mascot.
Yeah.
What was the candy we were doing? Oh, it was the Sweethearts, where they were like
Sweethearts.
the Sweethearts, and they were like, oh, they're misprinted on purpose because love isn't.
It's part of their
So
charm.
they're that is forced. This is
Natural.
natural.
Yeah, this is by design.
Organic.
These are organic nerds.
That's how Bad Zombo liked his nerds. Crunchy and organic.
You go to Whole Foods, I'm going to beat you up.
Me, I eat that bread out of the dumpster behind the 99-cent store.
In 1988, Nestle purchased the Wonka line of candies. In the year 2000, they sold the rights to Ferrera Candy. Though most of the Wonka created candies still exist today, none carry the Wonka branding.
Wow.
Currently, the only candy to carry the Wonka name is the Wonka Magic Hat Gummies,
Really?
which were heavily marketed to promote the 2023 Wonka movie starring Timothy Chalamet.
The Muad'Dib. Lisan al-Gaib. Usul. I give you my moisture, Timothy.
Do they not make the Wonka bars anymore? Those like graham crackers covered in chocolate?
I feel like they only sold those at like
Yeah.
Spencer's or Hot Topic.
Oh, yeah. Okay, maybe.
Yeah.
Is that the only Wonka candy right now? Is those hats?
that I
Wow.
could find?
That's
yeah.
so
Mhm.
weird.
Everything else that was previously Wonka, like Nerd, Sweethearts, Life
Yeah.
Coffee, the Wonka branding has
I wonder what happened.
been removed.
Was Roald Dahl have too much money? That dead old Nazi or whatever he was.
Maybe they had to pay some type of
Oh, yeah.
royalties, and they're like, you know what, we're done with that.
Yeah.
We're going to start promoting Slugworth now.
Slugworth is also what Matt Zombo would do to me. I can't get over these characters though, because I feel like we didn't talk enough about them. I do think they're very cute, but there also aren't many candies that have characters. The M&Ms and there's the Nerds.
Yep.
What else is there?
There's Sour Patch Kids.
Right.
Oh, okay.
That's another one.
I think a lot of the little bite-sized candies have characters. What else is there? Airheads has the balloon.
Yeah.
Face.
Yeah.
But that's kind of like the sun and Teletubbies in the world that these other candies live in.
Are we looking for like groups, like group mascots?
like a anthropomorphic, like a character who I could buy a plushie of.
Yeah. If I cut him, it'll bleed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's not that many
There's not that many.
that come to mind. I'm
I
sure.
do appreciate that about the Nerds.
Yeah.
Great sentence that you just said.
Positive vibes.
Yeah,
to the
positive
nerds.
vibe. This is what I like about nerds. Bill Gates, Stephen Hawking.
Yeah, this one's for the nerds. Stephen Hawking.
Today, nerds come in a variety of fun form factors, including big chewy nerds, nerds gummy clusters, and the legendary nerds rope.
You're over a gummy cluster. You prefer the rope.
100%.
Whoa.
100% because they use minuscule nerds on the gummy cluster,
yes.
and I want normal size nerds because there's way more of a crunch.
That's
to
why
them.
when we designed the Dream Candy, you had it was a Nerds rope with full-size Nerds on it.
Yeah. So like, just cut the gummy or the nerds rope into little clusters.
Dun, dun, dun,
there it is.
dun,
I don't know
dun,
why they
dun.
have to use the small nerds. What's up with that?
It probably was choking people, is my guess.
The big nerds?
Like if they tried
Natural
it with
selection.
they put like the regular Nerds on it in the like prototype, and they fed it to like a pig, and the pig died. That's what I guess happened.
You know what? Maybe why they use the small nerds. Maybe there's like some type of like size control for nerds, and if they're too small, they fall through.
Oh,
and
right.
they're like excess nerds.
Yeah, Willy Wonka was famously a size queen, much like Jabba the Hutt.
If you liked disco in the 70s, you were an excess nerd.
No, no. Take that back to the guy. Take that back to the guy in his mom's car.
So I'm sure we'll get to all these cool nerds in a fun size episode, but today we're just focusing on the original. So let's relive high school and judge some nerds.
Yeah, I was the nerd in middle school, but I was cool in high school. Yeah, the rope and the gummy clusters are almost so big of a variety that it deserves its own thing.
Oh yeah, totally.
Because it would not do justice. Because I really like Nerds. Period.
Yeah, me too.
What about you, Greg? You like Nerds?
Oh, I love nerds. Nerds is one of my favorite
Yeah,
candies.
you would. Get 'em.
Yeah.
We're all pro Nerds on this show.
I don't know about you guys, but for me, it's been harder and harder to find the traditional nerds box.
All right, so let's get into the Rapper's Delight or
Okay,
It Ain't
all right.
Right segment where we judge the thing. Because you got these special spinny things
I got the Nerds Twist and Mix.
that has it, all the flavors minus grape, already separated, which makes our job so much easier
yeah.
separating things. But so we both got a regular box just to look at it. And I had to go to like 4 different places because they had the movie box size,
Yes.
Right.
which is
the rainbow.
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
and it doesn't have the flaps.
Nope.
Which is like the iconic part. Because something I remember so well from Halloween, because you get like the smaller ones, is the taste of the wet cardboard of dumping it into my mouth. That was part of the experience.
Yeah. And it's completely skipping your hand as a dumping point. And it's
Don't
mouth.
even bother.
Box to mouth,
Mouth-
baby.
yeah,
Box to mouth, just like Jabba
And the
liked.
company is just like, no, they're going to put it in their hands because they're respectable. We don't need to have a plastic guard on it or like a saliva trap.
In 5,000 years, kids won't even have hands because their food just goes straight into their mouth.
I've been eating out of a trough for years and I can't even pick up my phone.
So are we going to do the Rapper's Delight or It Ain't Right for this box?
I say this because the regular flappy box is that's how it's meant to be.
Yeah, totally. This was the original box.
So Greg, you can see it from here. Can you see it?
Yeah, you're holding a box.
Get your spyglass out and take a look at this.
Chuck the box at him.
This one's the special
He
one.
can catch it.
I can't catch anything.
I'll get up. Let me go take
Have you seen that? Remember when Greg blew the World Series when the foul ball went right through his legs?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, he was paid off by Al Capone. I like it. I think
I love it.
I think it's fun.
It's fun.
The functionality of the tabs is, I mean, that's sort of like a gimmick a little bit to sort of draw you in. So I definitely say Rapper's Delight. And I like the little Smurf snorkels.
I love the Smurf snorkels. The colors are great.
The color division on the outside of the box is great. The shade of pink and purple, it's like a perfect contrast to each other.
And then the nerds lettering, there's like little nerds coming out of the letters.
They've got warts on the letters.
Yeah.
And they got like that atomic blast thing behind the lettering too that I like a lot.
It's an awesome box. This is a Rapper's Delight for sure.
Same here, Rapper's Delight. I really love that it's, like you were saying, it's part gimmick. Like the packaging is part of the joy.
The way you eat it.
Yeah, like it's in line with like a Fun Dip or like something like that, like a Pop Rocks pouch or something.
Yeah.
Like the packaging lends to the experience of eating it.
Oh, yeah.
Wait a minute. There's a phrase on it. There's a phrase that I gotta read.
Where?
Sweet little sparks don't make you choose. These crunchy little guys all come in twos. I wrote this. This is my new intro.
This is a news headline.
Grape goes with strawberry side by side, the most perfect combination that you've ever tried. Does yours say something else?
It says the exact same thing.
Well, this is there's a John 3:16. Muad'Dib 3:16. Yeah, I think that nerds are definitely, compared to the M&M guys and certainly to the Sour Patch Kids, these are the cutest.
They are
the cutest mascots in all of candy.
Yeah.
They're pretty cute. And
they're good natured. Like they're not. I'm not afraid that they're gonna bite me or something. Like the Sour Patch Kids.
The lore is deep.
God is great.
God is great. The lore is deep.
Yeah, I think they're really cute.
Yeah.
I do wish I knew more about what these are. Like I want like a Saturday morning cartoon.
Guys,
about
can you do
these.
me a favor? Box in hand.
Yeah.
Shake them. This box is some of the best marimbas out there.
Oh, yeah.
How many times have I been caught without a marimba during Carnival?
Yeah.
And I just grabbed a bunch of nerds and shook their skulls.
Desi Arnaz is taking the stage. He's like, I need that marimba solo. You're like, I promise I will not screw this up. But I left them at home.
Lucy,
she ate them.
How do we want to try these? Do we want to try one at a time or a mouthful of them? Because that's the way they're meant to be eaten.
Yeah.
Okay. And then at the end, I think we should try a little bit of all of them together.
Yeah, well, we definitely have to try grape and strawberry together because it tells us to do so on the box.
As it was written.
So it shall be done.
So we're going to try first the grape, classic flavor. So let's smell this thing. Doesn't smell like anything.
It smells like cup.
Just like sugar.
It smells like
maybe
cup. Ours are,
cardboard.
you put ours in little One Flew Over the Cuckoo Nest medicine cups for us to take.
I'm not going to swallow it. I'm just going to put it behind my tongue and then spit it under my mattress later.
I'm going to throw the water cooler through the window and then have some. Mine does have a few of the...
they made their way in.
They made their way, but I'm going to try to just have the grape.
And that's the story of America.
Some slip by.
Yeah, some slip by. And they're going to have better life.
That's the story of America. We tore down that Berlin Wall. So, all right, let's try the grape nerds. Oh my God. I'm worried I'm going to accidentally have a strawberry.
I think the grape's going to overpower it and it's not going to be a...
All right, let's try this. It's like eating marbles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The flavor takes a little while to kick in.
It's almost like it activates with your saliva.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what I've noticed with nerds over the year. Because I spit on them.
For fans of texture, this is one of the best candies because it is like a bunch of marbles in your mouth, but it's so much to play with.
Yes.
You really have to work through that initial coating on it, and then the flavor just starts to explode.
It reveals itself.
For as small as it is, it packs a punch. Like there's so much, the sugar's just released so
That's why you have
instantly.
to eat so many of them.
Yeah.
And that's why they give you so many of them. Flavor-wise, the grape, I don't think it's my favorite one.
It's as far as like grape goes, it's pretty good for a candy grape.
Yeah.
It's got a kind of a soda quality to it.
Yeah, it does.
And a little tartness that I like.
It's more tart than like, I feel like a lot of grape stuff is either like kind of cranberry flat or a little, not spicy, but it's got like a kick to it.
Mm-hmm.
This is nice and tart. I like it. This is my favorite of grape flavored thing.
You can only suck on these for so long and then you just start crunching.
Yeah, it's true.
Wow. That's what my middle school bullies told me too.
Wow, dude. That's pretty heavy, man.
Yeah, that
was a little too heavy.
I don't even have a bit for that.
I said
Are you
it.
okay?
I said, I think I went too far this time. The next flavor is the what is it? Strawberry, right?
Let's do strawberry, but let's do strawberry in the twist and mix container.
Usually this container here.
I'm having some potato bread to cleanse.
Oh yeah, I'll have my first bite of potato bread.
Yummy.
This is like with a veggie platter, but this is like, but it has sex.
Yeah, you
It's
got to
cool.
be careful though, because the top is really
This
like
is kind of hard to open.
slidey.
Yeah, it slides around, and it's almost like a child lock you have to get through.
What are the?
Oh, you removed the whole top? No, Daniel.
Is that not what you're supposed
no,
to do?
Look at it. It
you're
slides.
supposed to open the flap.
It slides.
Am I not supposed to pour it all over the ground and then step on it? Okay, I screwed up.
Yeah.
All right, let me put it back on
it back
because that's
on.
how I thought it was.
No, you
There's a
rotate
flap?
it to the flavor you want,
Yeah,
and then
They
you
did
open
it
the
again.
they
flap.
did it again.
They did it again.
Look at the embossed nerds
Oh my
running around the rim of
God.
it, so it changes colors for each one it
That's so
covers.
cool.
That is so cool.
Man,
That
this
is
is a
pretty cool.
rapper's delight.
This is a rapper's delight. This little
Yeah.
party tray.
Double rapper's delight. This
Yeah.
is like a duet. This is like
A duet.
Tupac and Aaliyah. So what color is the
pink one.
pink one? This is strawberry.
Strawberry.
And
Okay.
the cool thing about this is you can straddle the divide to get
Oh
two
my
flavors in your
God,
mouth.
I didn't even consider.
If
Oh
you
my
wanted
god!
to.
They've built in that initial technology
Yeah.
into the modern world.
Twist and mix, baby.
God is great.
God
is
is
great.
good.
Nature at its very best.
So
All right.
all right, so let's try this.
So yeah, lock it in all on pink.
all on pink, locked in on pink.
I'm just going straight to mouth because that's
Yeah.
how nerds
I
work.
want, yeah. All right, you're right.
I got a cup. I like cups.
These ones actually smell better. The pink ones.
Yeah, they do smell better.
And you get that flavor
Ooh.
right
Damn.
off the bat.
Yeah,
That is so tart.
that's a stronger flavor.
Oh yeah, this is the strawberry.
Yeah,
And it's really
Wow.
coming through.
Yeah.
that was that one was significantly better than grape.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe they work better together. And in the end, who doesn't? East and West Berlin, didn't they both work together? Great during World War II.
Oh man, I'm puckering.
Yeah, me too. It's hitting the rim of my throat and just
Yeah.
yeah. These are really good.
Great texture.
Yeah, great texture. I love when it feels like my mouth has chicken pox all
Yeah.
over. It's great.
You almost get a kind of a pop rock sensation when you bite into them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a manual pop rock sort of thing going.
Yeah, low tech pop rock.
Yeah.
like our forefathers had.
The owner of Pop Rocks was named Emmanuel Pop Rock.
Greg watched him die. That's why he
I'm real
can't.
broken up about it. He's a good man.
Yeah, that was the best one so far. What do we want to try next?
Let's just, you want to try the watermelon? Oh, let's do that last because I know how much you love
I love
watermelon.
water. So let's go
We're going to-
or clockwise.
We're going clockwise to cherry.
Cherry. So a nice red. The colors are also really
Yeah.
like these are
Really
vibrant.
vibrant.
yeah, there's a
They pop.
Technicolor.
All right, going
I
in.
want to smell them again.
I can't wait till I get to orange.
It's hard to differentiate the smell between them,
Yeah.
but they do have a nerd's smell.
Yeah.
do.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Ooh,
That's
tart.
another one that's right away. Oh, that's really good.
Mm. It takes a minute to distinguish cherry.
That one kind of hurts my throat.
It's strange. I mean, this is another candy where I never computed the taste. I just I know that I like them, but I never had to sit and think this does taste like cherry.
I think besides Halloween, most people encounter nerds in the rainbow box. And you just dump it in your mouth and get tart.
Yeah.
Is
You
that
know?
what those are? The little ones you get on Halloween? They're rainbows?
Yeah. No. The big ones you buy now
Oh.
are like CVS.
But what about the one oh well the ones you would get on Halloween, the little ones were just grape, right? Or just
They're
strawberry?
single flavored, either grape or strawberry or watermelon. Mostly you encounter grape and strawberry in the world. That is like the most encountered.
The
There's
wild.
two types of people in this world.
My favorite line from The Good, the Bad, and the Nerd.
This cherry had a little bit of artificial.
I think it had a big toe into the medicine.
Yeah.
I think it had the strongest flavor, but not the best flavor so
Yeah,
far.
yeah.
The strawberry was much better.
Yes, I agree.
So now we are on the orange. This is the Greg's Delight.
Greg's
ready for
Delight.
it.
All right, let's see if I can smell this one. Nothing. They look like orange Tic Tacs. These ones,
do.
which
Yeah.
gets me excited.
Oh yeah, those are great.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
That's great. That is a
Oh,
good
yeah.
orange.
That's like
That is.
sun-kissed
Yeah.
orange.
Yeah, that is a quality
God.
orange.
They're harder. They're a little chewier, I think,
Yeah.
Dang.
than the other ones.
That is a fresh orange.
Yeah.
They like the orange Tic Tacs. Mm-hmm. That 50-50 bar taste.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was, for me, who's not a big orange candy person, that was a good, because it was a sweet orange. It was almost like tangerine.
Mm-hmm.
Aren't you sad that you're not?
Get in the car. Get in the car with that guy and his mom.
I really enjoyed that.
No.
That was way better than the cherry. And honestly, I think it was on par with the strawberry.
Yeah, it might be my new favorite. But
That's a tough call.
It is a tough call.
So now we have a lemon.
Now we rotate
got-
to lemon.
I have some potato rep for that.
We'll have lemon, then after that, we'll have matho. Yeah? Yeah. What do you think about that? That kind of joke you like?
I do, but
Not
I'm the
now.
only one who likes it. Not now, Greg. Save that for after the after show.
All right, this is lemonade.
Oh, lemonade.
Right, not lemon.
Let me know when you're ready.
Okay, my palate is cleansed.
Greg goes from container to cup to mouth.
To mouth, yeah.
He's civilized.
He
He's a
is.
gentleman.
I'm not drinking anymore, so anything that feels like I'm taking a
Oh,
shot
there we
is
go.
pretty nice.
Yeah.
Cheers, gentlemen.
Cheers.
You could also, we have some silica packets you can have too.
Oh, yeah. That's good lemon.
Whoa!
Yeah. I like
Zesty.
that. Zesty.
Weirdly, it does taste like lemonade, not
Yeah,
lemon.
this is lemonade.
I don't know what that difference is, but you can taste it.
I think you said it earlier, the tartness versus not spicy, but like that hard, zesty pinch.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have that pinch. It's very tart.
That's good. Woo! It really gets in your nasal too. Holy crap!
This one isn't my favorite. It's tied with grape for me, I think.
Okay.
I think for its accuracy to lemonade, really good.
Yeah.
But
that is surprising.
Mm-hmm. But overall, best flavor, probably
Not. Yeah. It was good, though. No knock.
All right, we ready to move on to watermelon?
This is the final flavor already.
This is the final flavor.
I'm not ready to end yet.
Yeah, I know. I'm
it's
already-
a Beto episode. We've only tried 6 flavors.
Well, we can try grape and strawberry together.
Oh, right.
Wait a minute.
The
How many
combos.
different combinations between all of these can
Yeah.
we do? That's where you got
There
us.
it is.
All right, let's try
All right.
this.
Everybody eat your lima beans.
Let's try this strawberry. Yeah, they look like little peas.
Yeah.
Watermelon, not strawberry.
Oh,
Ooh,
Yeah.
a sour watermelon kick.
Sour. But not pinching.
it's more sour than anything.
Mm-hmm. Wow, real sour,
Was
Yeah,
good.
why is that so sour? It's like an unripe watermelon.
but enjoyable.
Yeah.
When I'm eating this, I feel like I'm about to we need a C. Hello, my baby. Hello, my
I'm going to mix this with,
Mm.
what was pink?
Pink was
Pink was
strawberry.
the strawberry.
Strawberry lemonade.
Oh.
strawberry
I'm gonna do
lemon.
that right now.
I'm going to mix the 3 of these flavors up.
Oh, I got some watermelon in my strawberry lemonade.
So what are we doing right now?
Or I'm doing strawberry lemonade.
Yeah.
I'm putting strawberry with watermelon.
We're all doing our own thing.
Yeah.
Well, this is part of the fun of nerds.
Yeah.
Is that you can be a nerd and create your own flavor.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm doing strawberry lemonade also.
Take your pills, Mom. Take your pills.
The strawberry really comes through and kind of like tampers down the intensity of the lemonade.
Yeah, this is it's like a artist's palette.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can really create your own masterpiece with all of these. But let's try all of them now.
Just like a
'em
rainbow.
All of them, right? All of them
Right
that we have
now.
left. Bean Boozled rules. Whatever's left, we have to eat.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm just gonna dump a little bit of each one into this cup.
Okay.
So
I don't have a cup, so I'm going to the hand. I don't need no cup.
I don't need no cup. I don't need a CUP. These twisted mixes are now I can't go back to blocks.
Yeah, they kind of changed the game.
I don't know if you can see, but how do you all of
took
yours mixed
I took a
together?
picture
Yeah, I'm gonna
of-
take
yeah.
a picture of it too. You can't. Well, you can see it in your hand.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah. Look, have you tried looking at your hand?
No, I've never
Look,
done that.
look down like 4 inches.
That's a black floor.
This looks like it looks like the Pride Parade. Like it looks
Yeah,
really
yeah.
nice.
This is the other Taste the Rainbow.
This is the
my
true taste of the
God, you're
rainbow.
right.
Yeah, we don't know when Skittles came out.
I'm wondering how much of this I have to eat to fully get all the flavors. A lot.
It's hard to distinguish. I think orange is coming through pretty good.
But mine was predominantly orange, so but orange is a strong taste.
Mine went like grape, sour, orange, and now it's just kind of that taste the rainbow flavor.
Yeah.
Which I don't mind, like we were talking about with the big rainbow box. It's just like a strong tart taste.
Yeah,
Tart,
fruity
sweet.
tart.
Yeah, fruity tart. Not bad.
Just out of curiosity, I want to try grape and strawberry together.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
The classic blend.
I screwed mine up
What happened?
because now I can't do just grape and strawberry.
Oh,
I should have done it in the hand.
Now we have to look at Beto like, what's it
What-
like?
yeah,
Tell us.
tell us,
Tell
Father.
us, Daddy.
How is it?
Oh,
God,
he's
it's
ascending. Guys, there's a beam of light from behind him. He has a halo.
I think the grape was kind of underwhelming to begin with.
Yeah.
So now it's just kind of like a subtle strawberry.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I think they kind of do work best all together.
Yeah.
Like there's definitely flavors that they could lose, but I think the way it's meant to be eaten is kind of just a big
Just
guzzle of them.
I don't know. Having so many of this divided so evenly and conveniently, and this new party tray twist and mix thing,
yeah.
it's a really cool way to tap into it. Like, I want to have a little bit of one. I want to.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you could do that with a box, but I never thought of control until I had this twist and mix. So
Self-control.
self-control.
Craig learned self-control today.
Have you heard of this? It's called self-control.
Try it.
Try it sometimes. But now I'm like, well, I can have a Nerds box that's just watermelon. I can have a Nerds box that's just like strawberry, and I'd be pretty happy.
Yeah.
I like that it gives you the choice. You can mix if you want, or you can just have the individual flavor.
Yeah, this is really convenient.
I think that the number one thing for nerds, though, for me is the texture. Like that's the biggest.
And what about the candy?
The draw.
No, go ahead. Sorry.
That's the biggest draw for me.
Yeah.
It's just it's an unbeatable
Yeah.
sensation.
Yeah.
Because the only thing that really comes that close is Pop Rocks, but Pop Rocks is a completely different experience than this.
But by the time you can appreciate the sensation of a pop rock, it's exploding against your tooth.
yeah, it's fighting against you. Yeah, that's why
It's like the live octopus trying to eat you before you eat it.
yeah, it's exactly like that.
And Pop
Same
Rocks
exact thing.
don't nearly have as much flavor. As
No,
they
no,
don't.
no.
No,
Yeah.
they surprised us, I think, with that
One of them
having
did.
a flavor.
Yeah, the blue raspberry.
Yeah,
I'm
blue
pretty sure.
raspberry, but like the flavor still doesn't compare to like these are actually
They're good
very
flavors.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say they're the best flavored of candy,
No.
but I think the texture puts it into that realm.
Yeah.
it's interesting to me the ones that are immediately tasty and other ones that like grape were like, okay, well let's work into a little bit. Like it's not a blast of it. I like that there's a certain level in some flavors that's
Yeah.
like
Self-restraint.
self-restraint.
You got to work
Yeah,
for
a little
it.
bit of nuance there. So it's not just like blast after
Yeah,
blast of
grape,
flavor.
blast of cherry. Like it's some are immediate and some are kind of subdued.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're still dorks. So, Beto, where you provided the twisties?
I provided the
Where did you get
Twisties.
these and how much were they? I'm scared.
Ooh, man, I found these at 7-Eleven and they
What's
were
that?
$4
Rushing
each. Isn't that
blow.
insane when you can get that huge box
Yeah.
for
Yes.
like $1?
Yeah.
I was
$1.
because I also got my box at 7-Eleven. It was $2.50 just for this little thing. At Ralph's or something, it was $1.25 for
Yep.
twice the size.
Oh, yeah.
Jeez.
I know.
It was crazy, but you got to get these
You
flaps.
gotta get them.
I mean, I had to pay to play though because I wanted access to the individual flavors. And I mean, this container, the engineering's pretty
Yeah,
good.
it's very cool.
It's
It's very
well
well-
designed.
It is. I feel like-
fun. It's kind of a toy you can eat.
I
Yeah.
feel like we can reuse this for like a game we're going to
Yeah,
play.
Yeah.
you can spin it.
Yeah.
And see where it
Right.
lands.
Well, next Bean Boozled,
Oh yeah.
8th edition.
Oh my
Candy
God.
roulette, Bean
Candy
Boozled
roulette.
I don't ever want to do that.
Yeah. Why would you think that? Why would you come up with that? Why would you conjure that?
it.
Why would you say that in front of him?
He'll make us do it. Then he'll throw up.
Yeah, it is a cool packaging.
Yeah.
And you are paying for technology on
Yeah.
this one. And the brand name.
Yeah.
It's Tesla. We like it.
It's a Tesla nerd. Now let's rate these. Let's rate it
Yeah,
as 0 to
let's-
5
let's
cavities,
do
5
it.
being the greatest. We're going to write it down so that we don't influence each other. Beto now has his own pen. He doesn't need to borrow from Greg. Do we want to
I miss it. What?
Oh my God, we burned through all these and I didn't do my did you
Oh,
knows.
no.
I'm
Okay.
supposed to remind you to do your did you knows. All right, stop the presses. Stop the presses. Pretend we've never had. All right, Ipecac. Everybody regurgitate what we had.
All right. Did you know that while the true origin of the nerd's name has been lost to time, many theorize that the name was inspired by the Dr. Seuss book, If I Ran a Zoo. In the book, one of the creatures is called a nerd.
Really?
Wait a minute. So this guy's just whoever made this is just stealing everything from children's authors?
Inspired by literature.
Yeah. Inspired.
Yeah, that's what I told the judge
I was inspired
when I wrote Star Warps.
when I took the Mona Lisa from the Louvre. I was inspired.
Did you know that in 2005, Nestle introduced a new line of Nerds candy called Nerds Rope? Legend has it that a Nestle employee inadvertently poured some leftover melted gummies in a bowl of Nerds before taking a lunch break. He returned to find a delightful nerd-encrusted concoction, the inspiration for the new
Hello,
rope
Father.
candy.
Oh my God.
I thought you were going to say he watched Indiana Jones and he wanted to steal that.
He watched Dune. It's like, I wish I could eat that worm covered in
It's a shy.
spice.
It's a shy halloumi.
It's a show. Excuse me.
What else didn't we know?
Did you know that Willy Wonka made a nerd cereal in the 1980s?
What?
Like the candy, this fruity corn puff cereal came in a box with 2 separate flavors.
Oh, that's kind of fun.
The flavor combos included grape strawberry
Oh.
Oof.
and orange cherry.
Ooh.
Empty boxes of this cereal can be currently found on eBay with the buy now price of $20.
Whoa,
Oh my
guys, let's
God.
pull our money together and then we can still borrow $12.
I am going to kill my mom for throwing out all of my nerd cereal boxes.
And what's crazy is there's a really healthy market of just like empty cereal
Really?
boxes.
That's wild.
yeah.
That's
It's a very strange collection. Did you know that in 2005, Nestle sold an exclusive variety of Nerds candy in the UK called Nerdalicious? Nerdalicious was essentially a sweet tart rope filled with Nerds candy.
Whoa.
Wait, filled with or covered in?
Filled with Nerds
Ooh.
on the inside.
Nerds on the
So
inside.
it was the proto rope, dude.
God,
Wow.
so it was like
It's like Lemmy
Danny
from Motor.
Zuko.
Danny Zuko.
But 2005, both the Nerdalicious and the rope came out. So I guess they were like, inverted.
Yeah, let's make them merry.
Yeah.
So why they don't still sell that, or they do still sell? the
They still sell
Nerdalicious?
Nerds rope, but they don't. I don't think they sell Nerdalicious.
Maybe it was bad.
Nerdalicious, and it was only in the UK that they
They
sold. it.
weren't ready. They don't.
They
know.
weren't. Yeah,
They don't. They like honeycomb toffee.
Yeah.
What do they
Yeah.
Nerds means something else in England. They were afraid to eat it because they thought their pastor was watching or their priest.
Or their priest.
All right, here we go.
Oh, there's more. Did
The
you
last-
know?
I know. I
should have
lined
done
it up
after
with all
every
the
flavor.
flavors.
That's too bad.
Edit this.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah, I'll definitely have done that.
Yeah.
As the listener hears, I will they won't even know. They won't even know. And I'm going to be praised. I'm going to win an editing award for this episode.
That's strange because a lot of commenters on our videos say there's no editing here. No one's editing these. So like,
Why are they allowed to say this on camera?
why would no one cut that out? A lot of people are saying that. Why wouldn't he say cream right?
Did he do a second take? Give him an award.
Did you know that Nerds Gummy Clusters, you should actually know this, was awarded Best in Show during the 2021 Sweets and Snacks Expo?
And well, we weren't doing the show yet, so I didn't know that
But-
existed. But I did know that.
Also in 2022, Nerds Gummy Clusters won Product of the Year by International Confectionery Magazine.
It is that good.
It is highly praised.
highly praised.
Nerds gummy clusters are kind of regarded as like the best candy ever made.
It's kind of pinnacle, dude.
It's got like
And like,
everything.
how many
except
times
chocolate covered gummy nerds?
in our lifetime did we think that we would see a new candy?
yeah.
Like it's nerds and it's like a nerds rope
Yep.
basically, but this concoction specifically, it's sweeping the nation.
Yeah. I mean, I just wish they used the full size nerds.
There's room to perfect it.
There is.
You had at your wedding reception you had jars
A container full of
of
gummy clusters. Yep.
those were
Oh,
that
yeah.
was the first time I had gummy clusters, and I remember saying to you at the end, like, "Can I take these home?"
We should have made an announcement because so much candy was left over. Dude. I wish everyone just
I stole so
stormed.
much from your wedding, and I didn't think to take more.
Inspired.
I was
inspired by your
I
wedding.
inspired
There you
so
go.
much stuff. I was inspired to take that crucifix. I was inspired to take your garter belt. Is that all the did we knows?
Did you know that I'm out of? Did you know?
Well, I didn't know.
Did you know? And edit here. So we'll rate it out of 0 to 5 cavity.
Oh yeah, I got to write down a number.
So let's also pick which one was our favorite.
Okay.
And so we're just rating it overall, right? Like, because kind of the
Yeah,
mouthful of it
overall.
is sort of, this is kind of tricky, I think, for me.
Kind of not for me.
it's hard how much praise I want to give it.
Yeah.
It's like choosing which child you love most.
Yeah.
The jock or the nerd.
Oh yeah, we're trying jocks next week.
Yeah. We're eating jock straps next week. Is this the first candy where you were coming up with a number as you're eating it?
I'm trying to decide which is my favorite.
Oh,
That's
I
what I'm
see.
having trouble with.
Yeah, give me some of yours. I'm still deciding which my favorite is.
Do yours taste different?
Yeah. No, I ate all my nerds. I think they're still in the cup. No, I didn't even leave any in the cup.
You're all out of them in your spinner?
Yeah.
What?
I ate them all.
No way. Let me see.
I thought we were going to eat. I
He
thought.
cleaned his spinner.
That man loves nerds.
He emptied. He's a member of the Clean Spinner Club.
Yeah.
Wow.
You said eat all of it, and I ate all of it.
Well, I said eat all of it, pig. I'm still trying to decide what my favorite is.
Oh my God.
That's a good problem to have.
Yeah.
It is.
That speaks volumes.
All right, I'm locked in.
Okay.
You're all locked in?
I'm locked in.
I'm locked in.
All right, now let's us finish our spinners.
Spinners, Holmes.
All right, so we'll go to the left of Beto, the bringer of the candy. So that's me. Like I said, it's all texture for me. Not all. It's like 90% texture for me, and I love the texture of this thing.
Yeah.
Like these inside of a good chocolate bar, I think would be
wow.
really
That's
good.
interesting.
To go back to crunchy, that chocolate that was on the crunchy that was really good with nerds inside of it would be really good. The flavors are above average for this sort of candy, I think.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're as good as like High Chew or Jolly Rancher flavors. But like I said, the texture bumps that up for me.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give it a 2.7.
Okay. Seems a little low, but okay. Especially
Interesting.
for how long it took you to decide.
Well,
your favorite
this was what was taking me
flavor.
so.
Ate all of it while deciding.
Well, I was going back between, because my heart told me strawberry, but
Yeah.
then I did really like the orange, and I also did like the watermelon, but I had to go with my heart, and I think classic strawberry is my favorite flavor.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 2.7 strawberry.
All right.
What about you?
All
Greg?
right.
Oh, wait. Well, one more did you know? I forgot.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know that Greg finished his spinner?
Like a little piggy that he is. And he went oink, oink, oink. Every bite. These are incredible. They're incredibly tasting. You mentioned High Chew, which I was thinking about because High Chew has special flavors and they are good. We liked High Chew a lot. But the combination of a simplistic tart flavors, each one that I didn't have a single problem with any of the flavors.
Yeah.
And combined with the texture, did it just kind of do it for me. 4.5.
Oh,
Wow.
oh my God.
I don't know if you know,
He finished the spinner.
finished the spinner. And I was trying to mark it for points, but like, it could be a stronger taste, but it doesn't need it because the texture is so much fun. Like if I ate when I came up with my dream candy, nerds were part of it. So obviously I lean nerds.
Well, there isn't a goat cheese flavor though.
I mean, but there's space here for
yours
some.
is empty. There's space for a lot of goat cheese. That could be your official goat cheese spinner.
You just don't knock it till you try it, guys. Come on. But nerds are quality candy.
Okay, so I feel like I need to defend my score a little bit.
Your low score?
Put my
Yeah,
above
devastating low,
middle
yeah.
score.
It is
Devastatingly low.
better than middle of the road.
It is better
Thank
than middle
you for
of-
giving it better than middle of the road.
For out of
Wow.
concession to your feelings.
Yeah.
This is in the same vein as sweet tarts for me of just like sugar candy.
Yeah.
But this is much better texture and flavor for me than a sweet tart. It's just not my favorite type of candy.
Okay.
So
all
I
right.
think of that type of candy that I do put it in that group. It's definitely at the top.
Okay.
Nice.
That's my defense. In defense of nerds. Now, what about you, the bringer?
I love the texture. I love how fun they are to eat. Even the boxes, like from the original box to this new twist and mix, kind of turns it into a little fidget toy.
That's right,
super
yeah.
It is a
fun.
fidget toy.
Yeah, it's just they're really creative. They're really fun. The flavors can stand on their own. I like what you were saying, how they're nuanced, that it might be intentional, that some aren't as potent as others, so you can kind of explore the flavors.
Yeah, you can be your own Wonka with
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
candy.
I think all of them have just like as a baseline a great tart flavor to them. I give them. See, I was struggling here because I was like, do I want to go high or really high?
Oh my God.
It was hard for me. Now that I look at my score, I'm trying to be ethical here and say what I said on the paper.
Were these made by slaves?
But in my heart of hearts, I think I should have went a little higher. I give it a 3.8.
Okay.
3.8. That's
Respectable.
pretty high.
That's pretty high.
We were
That's
all
respectable.
almost one whole number apart.
Yeah.
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 And one of us was right.
But
I think if I was gonna lie, I would have said a 4. and that feels more right to me.
Yeah.
But I wrote down 3.8, so I'm sticking with it.
Yeah, I think like if when we try Nerds gummy clusters,
that's going to be high. That's
I'm
going to
gonna
be
like
really high.
I mean,
You're going to pee.
it's almost as good as a look
Wait,
bar.
wait. Greg just said he's going to pee.
I'm gonna peek it up. I'm gonna urinate. I'll bring a diaper. I'll bring like a mat or whatever. But I'm gonna urine. It's gonna dip a toe in the high score.
Yeah.
And we're going to dip a toe in your pee-pee puddle.
Yeah, we don't mean to, but we're trying to clean up.
Yeah, no, that I really do think that a gummy cluster is going to.
Oh, yeah.
If it doesn't go above 4 for me, challenge me because
Yeah.
I think it will go that high. I think Nerds might be best, like I said, I think they might be best suited as a topping for other candy. Because
Sure.
a Nerd cluster is almost that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nerds are a topping for a different candy.
Yeah.
And I think this in chocolate would be really good.
That's a testament to how good Nerds are.
Yeah,
They
versatile.
enhance other things.
Yeah.
It's
You're
like
right.
liver powder on my cat's food. He won't touch the salmon unless there's liver powder on it.
Yeah.
This and Fun Dip. Oh, go ahead.
No, I should give my cat Nerd. What?
This and Fun Dip are like seasoning, like candy seasoning.
Yeah, they're seasoning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an essential element
is.
to candy
Yeah.
as Nerds.
It's Nerds.
It's weird. It's almost like we're judging like, do you like pepper?
Yeah.
Do
Yeah.
you it does feel I almost want to say that we haven't reached the pinnacle of Nerds yet.
Maybe
like
not.
Oh, man.
I think the world hasn't thought yet of how to even more perfectly use them.
And how exciting that is that like Nerd clusters came so far into the game. This little tray here is so
Yeah.
innovative and fun.
Yeah.
Like they're still knocking things out at interesting.
M&Ms should do this.
Well, M&Ms are coming up with like this is the new girl.
Okay, here comes Greg's anti-woke speech.
And Skittles is like we're trying coconut now. Like, but Nerds are like doing interesting things. They're like they have an element of Taco Bell to them where they're just like in a jazz era. They're like jazz fusion now. Just like we're just kind of being wacky and seeing what we come up with.
Yeah.
And something's hit.
Do you think we should put these on a big Cheez-It?
I think that we should cover this in sour cream. Maybe some goat cheese. Maybe a tortilla. I don't know.
Well, we'll get in the spinner. We'll have goat cheese, sour cream.
Yeah. Shredded cheese.
Did you guys ever get the drink at Sonic's that has the Nerds in it?
No, I didn't know about
It's a
this.
slushy, and they literally dump Nerds in it.
Oh. No, I had never heard of that
A
before.
Nerds McFlurry.
Oh,
Yeah,
See,
that'd
this
be
is
good.
like every single good dessert.
yeah.
You could add
Nerds.
It's like how people do with the fortune cookies, whatever in bed. Like you could have like a double fudge brownie with Nerds. Like it
Yeah.
always makes it better.
Yeah, like goat cheese and Nerds. Like you can make it better.
You know what? I'm willing to eat goat cheese just to see how they taste with Nerds.
I would eat a live goat with this with
Covered in
Nerds on it.
Nerds.
Well, would you be excited to get this on Halloween? We'll start with me.
Absolutely.
Well, we'll start with you. But yeah, have and continue to be.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I loved getting them because you get the little box.
You get the little box, and these are like one of the first candies eaten.
Yeah.
You dump your
Right.
bag. Oh my God, there's Nerds.
Nerds, yeah. Nerds and Snickers.
I should start just making my own. Like we want to see this with chocolate or whatever.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Who's stopping me?
Their law? You have to fill out a permit?
Let's let the Wonka.
Yeah.
Wonka is so busy trying to find an heir. He's never going to know what I'm
yeah.
doing.
He's got 4 dead kids to scrape off a furnace.
Gotta pry a little German boy out of a chocolate tube. He's not looking at what's going on in my kitchen.
He has no idea where all the goat cheese went.
So yeah, we'd all be excited.
Oh,
to get
yeah.
Yes,
100%.
absolutely, yeah.
So before we have our game, we of course have a pre-game plug.
Look.
Doppler effect. So this, we ask everybody to do something each week. This time, I'm going to ask everybody to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yay!
We have the episodes there, yeah. But we also have videos of the autopsies and our first taste videos where we try each of the candy. You'll see us try our grape Nerds.
Yeah.
So here's my big pitch on it. We did the caramel first taste video. And if you watch that video, you will get to see me do the Big Bopper impression.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
On video. You can watch it happen.
And if you watch that video, you will also learn the secret of how they make caramel.
Right, yeah.
And then Greg saying maybe the funniest thing he said in this show. I don't know if you watched the video, but
I didn't watch it. What did I said?
I don't want to spoil.
What did I say?
Okay, second funniest thing. I don't want to spoil it for people. Go watch the video. You included.
Oh, well, another perk of the video, if you watch the video, you get a phone call and it says 7 days. Hello, baby.
In 7 days, I'm going to crawl on your computer screen.
I'm going to crawl the radio.
This is the Big Bopper calling. I'm going to eat your soul.
By the way, this is the Big Bop.
You've been warned.
Yeah, you've been warned. You've been bopped.
The bop.
Oh, baby.
So yeah, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Just look for Candy is Dandy on YouTube. Okay, so now we have our game. This is a brand new game.
Wow.
What?
And this one is called A Spoonful of Wager.
Oh, my God. What else is it called?
There are no alts. That's the other name. There are no alts. Okay, so this is actually inspired by, I was on the 10ish podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So it's you come up with a top 10, or you don't come up with, you pick a top 10 list, or he does a top 10 list, and the other one guesses it. So the one I came in with was the top 10 most sugary candy bars.
Okay.
So inspired by that, in this game, Melissa wrote down 5 different candies on a piece of paper, and on the other, how much sugar is contained in one package of that candy.
Okay.
So we're going to guess, we're going to hear the candy, and we're going to guess how much sugar in grams, how much sugar there is in that. But it's Price is Right rules. So if you go over the amount, you lose. And the person closest without going over wins. But to prevent us all just from picking 1 gram each time, for each one you get right, that number's added to your score. And whoever has the highest score at the end wins.
Okay.
Got it?
What's an average of grams for a candy, though?
You'll find out.
Oh, boy. All right.
I think he needs some type of reference. So,
Well, let's see what's on the nerds. I specifically said do not pick nerds because...
Okay.
Well, this says that there's 3.5 servings, or yeah.
Yep.
So sugar, 12 grams.
12 grams. So
Per serving.
So there in this box, there should be 36 grams of sugar.
Got it.
Yeah.
In nerds. So I'm going to keep track of everybody's numbers.
Okay.
Are we just pulling the numbers out of thin air?
Yeah, it's
Okay. All right.
free minding.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first candy that we have
Yep.
is a fun-size bag of milk chocolate M&Ms. A fun-size bag. So you have to write down what your guess is.
Fun size of milk chocolate M&M.
Fun-size bag of milk chocolate M&Ms.
Okay.
Fun size is the little one.
Oh, I'm thinking of king size.
And remember, you don't want to go over or else you lose.
Okay.
Or else you lose.
Everybody locked in?
Now I am.
Greg?
Yeah.
All right. So you start, Greg.
I put 22 grams in a fun size M&M peanut.
Oh, wait.
No.
I should read the answer first. I'm not going to remember what you said. So I'm going to read the answer and then we will
But
see.
what if we cheat?
Say 22.
Don't cheat.
Okay.
Oh,
That's
I hadn't
how.
considered. How do you do that? How do you not cheat?
Okay. No. Okay.
I was inspired by his answer.
No, I'm worried about you guys cheating.
By Beto asking the question, I now know he plans to cheat. So, Greg, what did you say? 22?
22 grams.
20.
I said 10.
Okay.
Because it's a fun size. So the answer is 8.5 grams.
We all lose.
We all lose.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, that's no good.
Oh, congratulations, guys.
No points on that one.
I like solidarity, you know. Like that's all.
If I lose, we all lose because you all cheated on me. Okay, so candy number 2, 3 pieces of red vines.
Okay.
3 pieces of red vines.
Hmm.
Okay. I keep writing the G for grams.
Yeah, me too.
I know what I'm... We're just slaves to the metric system.
All right.
Okay.
Let me write this more legibly.
Okay.
There we go.
More cheatedly. All right, Greg, what'd you guess?
I put 40 grams.
God dang.
Yeah.
In 3 pieces of red
Yeah,
vines?
they're big, they're long, and they're sweet.
Are these red vines you're finding in the jungle?
Yeah. Where
Oh
else?
my God. Okay, so 40.
Wow.
What if it's 41?
I put 12.
I put 6.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so
Do you
let's-
think there's 2 grams in each?
That's what I was thinking, but I
Okay.
really don't know.
They're long.
Oh my God, it's 12.
Yeah.
On the nose. Okay.
How did he do it?
Okay, so Beto has 12 points. Wow, that was really... So, wait a minute.
Oh,
You're
the
cheating.
grams equals points? I didn't catch that.
If you get the answer right, or whoever gets the
Yeah,
Whoever wins
yeah.
that one gets that amount of
That's
grams. So
awesome.
you've got 12 grams.
That's
If
cool.
only it was 40, you would have been run away with it.
I would have won. I would have called it.
Okay, so the third candy.
1,000 grams.
But if you go over, you don't get anything. You could say 1 and get 1 point.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Well, actually, no. Yeah, you would get.
Well, if someone was closer.
If you don't nail it, you get whatever number of grams you guessed.
Okay.
So if
So you don't get the 6 because I got it right? Why don't you get 6
you
grams?
got it right because you got it right.
Okay, but if I said 11, I would get 11 and you would get 6?
No, I would get nothing.
Whoever
I
got the
would-
closest
'cause you
to
were
it.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like if the answer was 5 and I said 1 and you both were eliminated, I just get 1.
Got it.
Candy 3, 1 Heath bar.
I don't
Are they
know.
really long?
I don't think I've ever eaten a Heath in my life.
It's like chocolate covered, and it's like what's inside? Like not caramel, like hard
It's
caramel.
it's like toffee.
Toffee,
right?
that's what it
a
is,
Heath
it's
bar is
toffee.
like toffee. I can't imagine there's that much in there.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm ready.
Okay. I'm
Yeah.
locked in. What do you say?
16 grams.
What about you?
7.
I said 14.
Okay.
So let's see what the answer is. 24. So Greg, you get wait, what'd you say?
7.
Greg, you get 16
16.
points.
Ooh, so he's
Points.
winning.
Greg's winning.
Yeah, well, there's just some quality about me, you know. There's like a mass amount of intelligence.
He's got
coming
at
out
least
of this.
40 grams of sugar inside of him.
How many grams was it?
16. So you got 12, you got
Wow.
16. I've got nothing still. All right, the next candy is 3 pieces of Laffy Taffy.
40 grams. They're small, so it's actually like 35.
They're not they're kind of big.
Yeah, they're long.
Yeah,
Man.
and they're dense.
But I feel all right. Okay. All right, everyone locked in?
Yeah.
Give me 1 second.
3 pieces.
3 pieces of Laffy Taffy.
Okay.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. What do you say, Greg?
26.
26. What do you say?
24.
24.
Oh.
I said 9 because I want to get some points.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
hoping that you both are going to bust.
Yeah. Me
It
too.
is. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? It's 8. So I got 1 over. I can't get any
my
points.
God. Yikes.
Okay, so this is the final one. I need
Okay.
something. I need to just guess 17. I just have to guess 17 because that's the only way I'm going to win and hope that you two don't get points.
How many points do you have?
I
He has
16.
16. You have 12.
16. I have 12, so I
All
need
right.
4.
So the final candy is
Broccoli.
okay, 1 York peppermint patty.
Oof. Okay.
1 York peppermint patty. Those are pretty big.
Yeah.
All right, I said I have to guess 17, so I'm guessing 17. It's the only chance I have of winning.
I'm saying 8 grams.
8 grams.
Can I also guess 17?
You could, but you'd beat me. You don't want that, do you?
Have you
Oh.
considered that?
I'll do something different. I'll say 10.
10.
Okay.
10, 17, and what'd you
8.
say? 8. 17. I got to beat these guys. 9.
Oh,
So Greg gets
barely
8 more
over.
points. So Greg, you have 24. You got 12, and I have nothing. So Greg wins.
Wow, the stupidest person here won. That's America.
And that's how democratic this game was. And that's been our Nerds episode.
Woo! A fine candy, a fine
Oh,
addition, and
Yeah.
a perfect guy to do
I
it.
really
Yeah.
feel like if I like a candy kitchen, like this would be number 1 spice in
Yeah.
the spice
Yeah, this
store,
is the
Nerds.
salt.
Yeah,
of
This
the
is
candy
yes, this
world.
is the salt
That
of the
is
earth.
perfectly yeah.
Perfectly pert.
Yeah,
It's also perfectly pert plus if you want conditioner. So go find some people with glasses.
Yeah.
Push them.
See what you'd rate them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Go judge some nerds like we did today.
Yeah. Do as we do because God is great.
Go harass Bill Gates.
So we'll see you next time when we do some more candy.
Yep.
And hey, don't hit me. I'm wearing glasses.
Hey, that toilet looks good from the inside.
Are you trying to seduce me? Got anything to say, Greg?
Hey, this locker is actually quite roomy.
One more story of tragedy from middle school. Somebody found out his locker combination
Oh.
and took all of his books
Oh.
out of his locker and put it in their locker. And he was really big into video games,
Oh, no.
like obsessed with video games.
Yeah.
So we were all watching. He goes to his locker. He opens his locker. Nothing's in there. And he turns and he goes, "Where are all my items?"
My keys, my swords.
My halberd.
Yeah.
Where's my chainmail? My potions, my rings.
My locker of holding is empty.
Nerds. And that's my embarrassing middle school.